then we make an exception. Other than that, nothing unique other than that. Other than any funding issues or link issues, technical issues that will be preventing them from making a deposit to receive this program.
All right, so let's make an exception, Michael. And it sounded like you stumbled a little bit on the. I mean, it is a lot. It's a mixed bag. It's freaking loaded. When I say that, I mean it's loaded with a lot of misnomers. I should say it's misnomers, because like I said, if you're a customer and I'm gonna again reiterate for the record, if you have seen the incessant pop-ups every time you log in talking about get your offer here, guys. We got money for you if you have money, though. That's what it should say, and I'm trying to fix that. If it says in the login app, Michael, if you log in, I'm just asking, if you log in, you will see where the pop-ups are continuous. And I don't know if I'm just assuming, because this is common, I've seen this pattern. Chinese third-party vendors riddle the site. TikTok, Snapchat, Temu, Intuit, Credit Karma, riddle the site with third-party vendors, and then you guys allow that to happen. And it affects people mostly like me, by the way, mostly like me. They exploit a coding mechanism, and it's not doing it now, of course, but when it does it, Michael, just take my word, because that's what it says. When you're advertising a product, you're wording it in a certain way for a unique circumstance, but it's not intended to provide financial advice, and it's not intended to be a guarantee. But then you word it, when you open your 360 checking account, you get a $300 bonus. Why in the world would they code it like that? To get analytics. That's the data point, Michael. That's the data point I'm talking about. So, we can either fix this, you can either deliver on the offer, because I already got the checking account open. I'm not funding it. I don't have money. I'm not funding the account. You can either put the $300 on there as a credit, or you could just close the account and take all that money I owe to collections, because I'm not paying it, if you guys are going to do this to your customers. Unless you have a different solution, Michael.
Understood. I definitely hear your concern. Let's not be transparent. I mean, for this, they will not make an exception. The account's open, but you still have time to make the requirements, but you have to at least try to make the funding requirements before they make any exception. So I've been definitely honest with you, though. I definitely hear you. I definitely will provide the feedback as far as the promotion and the wording of it, but they will not make any exceptions based on the disclosure, because if you're reading to it, they'll make it clear you have 25 days and you have different requirements to receive that $300. But I won't misguide you or lie to you. We could not make that exception for $300 and place it inside your account.
No, I don't see 75 days, Michael. And if I'm interrupting, go ahead. Did you have anything else to say?
No, I'll provide you to the...
Alright, 75 days. I don't see that on the disclosure on the data point, Michael. This is why we need to talk about data points. Because it sounds like you haven't even read the disclosure, Michael. There's nowhere it says 75 days. So there's multiple disclosures. I'm looking at the important disclosures. CapitalOne.com/digital/disclosures. Important disclosures. It says right here, there's no 75 days, Michael.
Right now. For a second. Is that official disclosure that's illegal? Correct?
CapitalOne.com/digital/disclosures. Yes, sir.
Correct. So this is important disclosures. This is not referencing the bonus requirement. or the bonus at all.
So are you failing to provide an exception? Michael, I'm going to interrupt you now. I'm not trying to take this into lunch either. But I'm asking you, what in the references of the data points within the disclosures, which it sounds like there is multiple, that are not correctly cross-referencing each other inside the data points? What requirements? It sounds like you're failing to provide a legal disclosure to waive the exception of the information within the confusing disclosure, which you even stumbled to read and elaborate, because it's intercomplex. It's transitional. It's only after the fact, Michael, is what I'm trying to say. Only after the fact, Michael, is the data point revealed.
You're reading the disclosure. Understood.
Yes, go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
Mr. Christian, you're reading the disclosure. You're reading the disclosure for general accounts. But again, we have a disclosure for the bonus offer overall, precisely, that I can provide you. Again, it's at www.capitalone.com/bank/offer300. That will provide you all the guidelines for this bonus and the requirements for the deposit. Now, if you don't have any funds that's coming from an employer or funds coming from agency, that's fine as well. You also can transfer funds to us from a different bank that will qualify. It's just got to be initiated to the other bank. But other than that, you create a general disclosure for accounts.
Alright, I need to interrupt you, Michael. I need to interrupt you, Michael. Mr. Michael, and I need to interrupt you because now I see what you're saying. Yes, that is what the customer sees. I will agree. That is what the customer sees. However, there is an interconnected data point I'm trying to get you to realize. There is a pre-coded pop-up to this pop-up. There's a pop-up, there's the disclosure to the pop-up, then there's another pop-up, then there's another disclosure. And then after the fact, which Yvette misleads, by the way, and she sounds excited to open up this checking account that needs pre-requirements to the pre-disclosure FDIC insurance coverage. Which, why are you dealing with insurance anyway? It doesn't make any sense. You're a bank. Why are you debanking low income or zero income people? I'm not even going to say minorities. I'm not even going to say race or anything. I'm just going to say people, because most people do not read disclosures anyway. Most people don't have $1,000 in their bank at any point in time, unless they're a business owner, by the way, Michael. So, it sounds like you're failing to provide legal disclosure or an exception to the rule, because it sounds like there's someone above you, which is probably the C-suite. I'm just going to be safe to say it's the C-suite that's dealing with this. But they're bankers. They don't care about low-income people or zero-income people. They just want their legal disclosures. So I'm just going to assume you're failing to provide a reasonable request accommodation for the $300. It's that big of a deal, because then they'll have to release it, I guess. But can you please respond to that, Michael? That question I asked. Did you see the data point I'm talking about there, Michael? Mr. Michael, the data point.
I made an important disclosures. I think that does not provide endorsement or guarantee a third-party product service information. I see here the general information. Again, it's not referencing the promo or the board 300. So, I definitely understand. I definitely will provide feedback to have my peers review it. As for the promo, to answer your question, again, we cannot be the exception. And first, you have to, at least make the funding requirements. They try. But I definitely will escalate to have a review with any footnotes and reviews to correct the wording if it's can't be interpreted incorrectly. But I'd be transparent as possible as well. Half of this stuff I will have to escalate it because it's not in my realm, most importantly. But as far as the promo and the promotion and I guess lack of wording or if it seems tricky, I would definitely provide the feedback to my peers so they can review it. But we can't speak much to it, honestly. All I'm going to speak to is the promo itself, honestly. Nobody on the phone herself, honestly, to be honest with you. I can only speak to the footnotes or the website or the disclosures that, or how that's formatted. Only we can do is hear you out and provide the feedback to our peers and have a review, to be honest with you.
Only thing you can do is just say, okay, sorry guys, you need $1,000, man. You just need $1,000. You have 75 days, even though it doesn't say that after the fact. It says it in the pre-disclosure to the disclosure, which you can only submit feedback, but nobody's going to resolve the issue of the pre-coded text pop-up screen button window that you're whoever's responsible for it. Your third-party vendors that apparently you don't even deal with. You're not responsible for your third-party LLC vendors. Who are overly invasive, by the way. I'm just letting you know that I know you guys are monitoring the bank accounts at all times. I know you're doing that, and it doesn't help that you've been hacked multiple times either, Michael. Mr. Michael, are you even aware that your data points have been hacked multiple times by Chinese spies, and that Yvette has a very thick accent that suggests that she is a Chinese spy? Are you even aware of that?
Mr. Christian, no. And Yvette is not a Chinese spy. She is an offshore agent working with Capital One. So she's a spy and she's part of the Capital One family. But no, I'm not aware of any hacking. Our systems are secure from what I understand it. But no, sir.
Alright, Mr. Michael, I am afraid we didn't find a solution to this. There's no exception to the rule. There's no pre-credited waiver for the $300, even though it says that it would be a guaranteed bonus. I mean, it doesn't say specifically guaranteed, but I'm not going to quote the system on that. That's what the system insinuates and presumes, that when you open a 360 checking account, you will receive a bonus, because that's the literal verbiage. When you open a 360 checking account, which is annotated, that's the data point that Michael finally sees now, and he can't even refute, for the record, that it says that in the pro bono, as in his words, in the pro bono footnote disclosure, that's what it says. In the promo code, after the fact, offer 300. If you use promo code, for the record, offer 300 to open the account to earn the $300 bonus. You will need to set up and receive at least 2 direct deposits, each of $500 or more, within 75 days of account opening. And then it goes on and on and on with the verbiage. That's only after the fact, Michael. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to get an understanding. I'm just trying to get an understanding of, like, what could cause a system to explicitly say that when you open a 360 checking account, they'll give you $300. But anyways, Michael, I'm not taking up any of your more time. We didn't come to a resolution. This will just have to be escalated, like you said, to the superiors who deal with the nomenclature or naming of the items, which apparently is not guaranteed deliverables anyway. So what does it matter? Anyways, Michael, I'll just forward this. I'm just going to forward it, and you can have the information for the system for Capital One's record. Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Yes, sir, Michael. Mr. Michael, have a good day.